The newspaper review, and now we move on to the Daily Times and some of the headlines we have here. Okay, this one says how outcome. Okay, no. CBN debunks plan to redenominate Naira. That's on the Daily Times. PEP's judgment, diaspora organization calls on Nigeria. Find details there. And this one says NAS Election Tribunal, Bagos rejects verdict. PDP rejects National Assembly Election Tribunal. Those are some of the headlines on the Daily Times newspaper. Let's just get on to The Nation before we go on to the phone line and see. On The Nation newspaper, employers rejects NLC's plan to shut down economy. You'd see that also on The Nation. Food, energy prices push inflation to highest level in 18 years. That's also a headline on The Nation newspaper. And NIMSI moved to Interior Ministry to speed up passport issuance. Some of the headlines you would see on The Nation newspaper this morning. We're streaming live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. If you get onto Twitter or X, as you call it now, it's Nigeria Info PH. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Again, you can send your WhatsApp messages to 0809 030 6416 and call us on the numbers 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0003. You can also call us using the number 0817 923 0007. We'll begin with a few WhatsApp messages as we prepare for your calls. So on WhatsApp, let's see what you're saying there. Okay, please, I would encourage that we try as much as possible to keep the messages very direct and short. Okay, direct to the point and short. Some of you, the messages you write, if we can't read all of it because it's a full epistle. That's not what we'll just keep it very short and precise. I wonder why hotels and other firms find it difficult to release CCTV footages to those concerned. Ebutu Michael, great question, because I was hearing the young lady in that story on the news talk about what the excuse the hotel was given, and in my head I'm saying, I thought this has been made mandatory and compulsory by the police after we had the guy at the time who was taking girls to hotels for whatever purposes. I thought it's now compulsory, and you even have to fill a guest register where you have to put down your name and some other identifications, just in the eventuality of things like this. So if every hotel should have it, then why is it not working in this particular hotel? Shouldn't that even in that sense be an offense? Well, I'm not the police that enforces these laws, so I think it's up to the police to know what to do about it. But definitely would have a conversation with hoteliers to find out whether they are even enforcing it to ensure that all the hotels, motels have CCTVs. God's power in a chair. Let's hear you. Please, straight to the point. Good morning.
Andrew.
Yes.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
The rights given by Governance Forum, the mode of operandi on sharing it, many people are concerned because if it is a party affair, the end will be defeated, as I earlier said. Let them use other modalities, either the clergy, the traditional rulers, the CDCs of the communities. Let them be involved. If you do a party, the party chairman to local government, it will be. I'm not a party member. I'm not afraid, but it will be one-sided, and the end will be defeated because there's a formula they use. The other one, party chairman of this one, world chairman has one bag. This one has one bag. Before it will get to the end result, the people who needed it most, it will be just one of Okoja, just a small taking something for them. But the people who need it will get small. Those people who are already rich, who don't need it will get a lion's share. Because they know how party affair will not compensate their parties. Let them redress another formula that will benefit the masses.
All right, God's power. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
If you remember, I'd said this. What database do we have? The only one I can see is the party structures, which would mean nobody might say it out loud. Nobody might want to come on air and say that's how we want to share it. But if we are honest, that structure is what would be used. Clearly, it's going to involve local government chairmen. It's going to involve ward leaders, council, the rest of them, unit leaders. It's going to involve those people. And when it involves those people, the concern that people would raise about political party interference, you would understand it. Now, this does not mean that because it involves that structure, then only political party people will get. That's also another thing. So it now behoves on whoever would be in that position to share, to ensure that they do what is right. And I don't think unit leaders, council chairmen and councillors and the rest should even get from that palliative, because they can afford to feed themselves and their immediate families pretty much. I don't think they are among the poorest of the poor, unless I don't understand what the poorest of the poor means. Good news is in mile 3. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother, man.
Hey, go on.
I think you should do this elaboration on a wider scale. If that's possible, let there be a serious meetings where you have time to educating more on these issues just raised. I think it's a welcome development. When we say they say we play politics, but we are saying the truth. How can palliative be given to the PDP chairman of the state? Okay, let us agree that it's going to local government chairman. What stops the governor from calling the local government chairman, distributing it to them? What stops the governor from setting up the state emergency agency team?
The personality of the governor perhaps could stop him. His integrity could stop him from doing that. So that's why I said, in as much as that is happening, we do not know whether that is what will eventually happen. So we can't preempt and say, my brother, because you are from that, you are going to act like this. Let us still watch.
Right now, from your news, the person in charge of the palliative is the PDP chairman. How do you expect the Labour Party chairman and his team to go and get? How do you expect us in the APC to move, or Sumo Lubric's team to join? And besides, all of us in the politics are not up to 10% of the population in Rivers State. So why passing to that level? Why not passing to the local government chairman? The local government chairman passing to the CDC chairman, the women leadership in the communities, the youth leaders in the communities. Why not? That should go better. Well, that is what that's why my major talk this morning is concerning the issue of the flooding that we have been shouting and talking all this while. Up till now, look at now, poor people are complaining. In Rumosi, opposite to your station, flood has chased people out from the houses. Part of the problem in Rumosi is the flood issue of drainage. There's this drainage that NDC was doing, cutting from Olu, passing Rumoalu towards Rumosi, going to Rumik and stopped at the road. I expect that the government of Rivers State could have taken it up from there to ensure that those floodings are stopped, because it will help even the ones that happen in Olu sometime. That, are they thinking? My name is Good News.
Good News, thank you. I don't know, who are the PAs and special advisors to people in charge of this? Talk to them now. It is pertinent that we have these conversations, that we know what is happening, that you talk to Rivers people. These are the people you are serving. Why would it be difficult to have proper conversation, or give the people a platform where they can hear you address some of these very sensitive issues? Because it wouldn't be in my place to say what you are doing when I don't even know what it is that you're doing. It's not like we're even invited to say, okay, come and see what we're doing, so we have something to say. We don't. So I think it's pertinent that we have our leaders begin to understand better the need to speak to people and let people know. Ida is in Nkoro. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew Femi, good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
When people come and talk about this palliative, Andrew Femi, when the governor spoke, governor said the palliative is not for PDP or APC or Labour Party. It's for Rivers people. Our brothers who are in APC. Our brothers who are in Labour Party.
Let me ask you a question. Ida, let me ask you a question. Do you think that the governor will come out and say this palliative is for PDP? The governor said what the governor is supposed to say. He would not ever have said this palliative is for only PDP members. He will never say that, ever say. So that is not what people are hanging on.
Do you know what you do for me? The day they want to share my local government on, you bring one person for me. So the person will be
instead of that, let your local government chairman come and sit down and let's have a conversation and let him explain to us what are the plans and how they want to do this. That is the right thing to do. Or if there's a committee that your local government chairman has set up, let the chairman of that committee, he's supposed to go to various media houses. You people are supposed to advise him. This is what you need to do, Oga, so that people will not be doubting us or thinking that we want to do. Let us explain. And then on the day you want to share it, you can have media people present if you want to monitor the process and see, and let everybody be involved. That is what you ought to do.
What you also do for me, the day they want to share for any local government, please, you stay in Obia or any other place. Just send somebody down that place. Don't tell the person. Just the person should act like APC person or APC member to go, and whether they will not give the person. You know, this governor does not behave like look at the former governor of Rivers State, where they want to share palliative for COVID-19. Everybody got that COVID-19, my local government. Well, let me go about the tribunal matter. Tonyeku is not going to win that tribunal case because election was fair and fair in Rivers State in my local government.
All right.
Will take the day.
All right, Ida, thank you. That's your opinion. He feels it wasn't free and fair. That's why he went to court. So let the court decide if he would win or not. Not you. Susie Ziderema, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's motivating that parents are beginning to speak out. And I want to urge more parents, leaders of thought, to begin to speak out on the issue concerning courtism. On the sectoral focus of the governor of Rivers State, Povara, the security aspect of it, he was talking about how to prevent and detect criminalities and all of that in the state. And what the parents who have spoken on radio have also done this morning is to inspire more parents to begin to do more in parenting. I believe that children are more intelligent at doing things. And I'm one person that believes that it is not possible for government to achieve everything without the hands and the help and aid of the community leaders and parents that these ones have spoken. I believe that even those children that are growing up, that are being indoctrinated into courtism, if a parent discovers that the son or the daughter is being indoctrinated into all these incessant vices, it might not be possible for them to report their children to police. So to this extent, I believe that the parents should do more. The leaders, the student union in the communities should begin to speak out so that we'll begin to talk about, even in the churches, let it form part of the sermon that courtism is beginning to destroy our values, our norms, and even the social life and everything economy in our communities. So it is very, very important that this parent that has spoke this morning, I am so excited that they are called to do this. The governor of the state can only achieve the purpose to which he was elected into office if all of us put hands together to aid the policies and programs, instead of playing politics with the programs and projects of the governor of the state by saying that, because some people are seeing courtism and all of that as a property of the leading government or the ruling government of the state. It is not, because if there is a problem in Rumosi, if there is a problem in Onega, it will affect even your sister or your brother. Because if you throw a...
All right, Susie, thank you. Point made. Let's move on to Alfred now. Alfred in Emoha, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Welcome, Alfred. Go ahead.
Thank you. Let me talk about the palliative that is being shared. You see, the Rivers State government, we've said it time with that number that they've made a mistake. Ordinarily, making Akawo the chairman of the palliative should send strong signal to anybody that is entitled to that palliative that is not a PDP member. And now you recall that there are so many persons, religion and individuals that are so much involved in charity giving. Even the Rivers State governor, they know the like of OP is highly involved in charity, and other good men of God or other individuals that are good in charity. Rivers State government know that these persons, when these persons are in charge of this palliative, it will get to the poorest of the poor. Making Akawo the chairman of that palliative is just sending signal that this palliative is only for PDP members. And you recall that Rivers State local government election is coming up very soon. So all the local government chairmen that this thing are entrusted to will hide it and keep it for election. The Christmas is also coming. So they will use it to buy votes. They will use it to buy people's minds. Whereas that was not the intention where it was given. So you see that is just Rivers and for their local government campaign next year. That is just it. And then the election tribunal that reserve judgment. I think
Andrew, Tribunal reserved judgment in a case of Rivers State election. Andrew, no problem. For me, personally, some of us have more hope in tribunal, in judgment in this country, Nigeria. So whatever we each other should do, they should do. We are waiting for them to do what they need for best. For me, I feel the judiciary live upright because our hope lies in judiciary. It is hope for the common man. Andrew, for the government giving advice for the principal about the children. Andrew, the government should try and provide job for Rivers people. When people are employed, most of them will go less in crime. There's not employment in Rivers State. So please, my governor, please try and give employment to Rivers people. Let this crime reduce. For the afford in Abuja. And we used to say it every year. It become a recurrent decimal every year. Rivers State. There have not been one solution, just one out of the 100 that have been provide for this problem. So I want the Rivers State government to do something. Every year, a lot of people have raised their crops earlier. What's the problem?
Thank you very much. Anunobi KC on Facebook says, Rivers palliative distribution, how do you give goods to the lion to share to other animals? Obioma Noble says, giving the palliative PDP chairman of a state doesn't matter. It wasn't given to him. He's in charge of the committee. But you say it doesn't matter. Thank God Ability says, in as much as I'm not in support of federal government palliative, but if they want to share the palliative, they should start from the ward to share the palliatives, not council, secretariat for transparency's sake. We'll go on a short commercial now. Good morning.
Hooray! It's Lujo High's anniversary. Lujo